actually doing odds and end jobs ever since I moved down here right after I graduated high school in '04. My dad's lived down here since '91, so I know Shelby Forest and Millington. My dad lived in Shelby Forest, so when I first moved down here, man, I was working with my older brother's best friend doing paint and trim and just odds and ends. And he knew a guy that trained with me, and his name was Rico. And he's like, I was just talking about it one day, I watch UFC and stuff like that. And I wasn't really into it. Everybody's like, oh, I watched the first UFCs back in the day and was hooked ever since. I didn't really watch it. I was more, into football, Nebraska football, and my football career and everything like that. So I got down here and started watching it, hanging out with my buddies, drinking beer, go and watch UFC fights. Yeah, I've actually just went to Las Vegas maybe 2 months ago and trained with my buddy George Lopez that fights out of Vanderlei Silva's fight team. He coaches MMA there and everything. And I actually hooked up with him down in Biloxi a couple years ago, training with Alan Belcher. And that was for Alan's fight when he fought up in Nebraska for the fight night in Omaha. So I went down there to train with Alan. He called me to come down and train with him, help him out. And that's where I met George and contacted him. I got sponsorship money through Pincer, and he paid for me to go out and fly out to Vegas and train with him, and they hooked me up with the house to stay in and everything, so it was really cool. I stayed there for 7 days and trained every single day. I sparred with Vanderlei, I sparred with Vitor Viana, George Lopez, trained with all those guys. It was really cool, because I got to see where I was at and my skill level, so. My amateur stat, 6-0 as an amateur, and as a pro, I'm 7-3. Well, with the sauna suit on and this on right now, I'm probably at 195, just covered in sweat. Usually, like before I started working out today, I was 204, and I fight at 170 or 185. So, fighting in a big league. Strikeforce again, Bellator. I went and tried out for Bellator a couple months back. I fought at Strikeforce Nashville when Dan Henderson fought Jake Shields, and I won in a minute 36 by rear naked choke. Knocked the guy down, dominated him, never got a call back. So what happens with that? I'm ready to fight anybody, anywhere. There's a lot of guys around here that, I feel like I'm on a different level. So I want to fight guys that are, ranked in the world. That way I can see where I'm at. I don't want no easy fight. I don't want an easy win. I want to fight the best in the world, and I want to do it on a good show where I can get my credibility, get seen. That's why I've been training 8 months since my last fight straight, every day. Maybe take off a day or two, just let my body heal up. So getting my guys ready. I've been staying busy with grappling tournaments and looking for fights. Awesomest gyms to train at in the state, I like it here better than when I went to Vegas and trained at Vanderlei Silva's gym, Might not be as big or have as many training partners, but I got everything I need. I got good guys around me. So I got Joe Pass, I got Dan, I got Josiah. These guys are good. And like you said, I got Brian to train with. He's a big guy, so I got plenty of guys to train with. I'm married, been married for 2 years, no kids yet. So yeah, my wife's name's Andy Uhrich. She's a good thing that happened to me. So in the state at welterweight on aroundtheoctagon.com. Been ranked there ever since before my last fight. So stay in school and graduate. Don't worry about. Don't go to a gym one to fight, go there one to learn. Mixed martial arts isn't just about fighting, especially to me. I haven't fought since October. I'm not really antsy to fight. I'll fight anybody, anywhere, but it's not all about fighting. It's about learning. It's about being respectful, earning respect, the discipline of it. It takes a lot of time to do this. So, whoever to come up and fight MMA, go train MMA, get into it. All these gyms are like families once you get in there. Everybody says it. Every gym has their own clique. They're like a family. That's what MMA is about. So it's not about just, I'm going to do MMA to fight because I want to build a reputation that I'm a badass or something like that. Just go in there and be humble, and you'll get humble. life goes on. Stuff happens that you don't want, or stuff's dealt to you that you don't like, but life goes on. If you work hard enough at doing what you do, you'll make it, no matter what. I'd like to give thanks to my wife for sticking by me and supporting me, my career. My teammates, Joe Pass, Dan Chappelle, Josiah Johnson, Minsu, the guy that gave me everything I got, all my knowledge that I got, to keep an open mind, not just take what he showed me, but take it, make it into mine, learn from Las Vegas, bring it back and mix it into our style. You know, don't think everybody's better than you. So, and thanks to Brian for supporting us and giving us a badass gym to train at. You know, it's really good. I'm getting a lot of good training over here, so I'm really excited.